So my best friend and I worked together to kill my cheating ex a few days ago. It was fun until our mugshots hit the internet. I was branded a monster, doxxed, and publicly harassed. Meanwhile, my friend was trending for his jawline, his striking blue eyes, and his gorgeously sharp jawline. He gets sympathy while I get sentenced. That phenomenon is called pretty privilege, where cheekbones get probation and ugliness gets you 10 years. Getting arrested and me killing my cheating ex is unfortunately nothing more than a fantasy. But my gorgeously handsome best friend escaping jail time is not just a made-up story. It is backed by research. According to E! News from 2025, Jeremy Meeks had his mugshot go viral with more than 95,000 likes in under a week. This means looks can affect how people judge someone's skill, character, and worth. For Jeremy Meeks, his appearance gave him opportunities his criminal record normally wouldn't allow. He even got a career out of it. According to Forbes in 2023, attractive people are more likely to be promoted than less attractive peers. So let's understand how pretty privilege is so powerful in impacting the world. I will first talk about the history and where it comes from, then discuss how it shows up in real life, and finally talk about its implications. Because during this speech, you might even start wondering, is this girl actually informative and well-spoken? Or does she just have a really seductive voice? So let's start simple. Let's explore the origins of where pretty privilege comes from. According to Forbes magazine in 2024, pretty privilege is described as an unearned social advantage that attractive people receive because others assume that they also have positive qualities like intelligence, kindness, or competence. But this idea is not new. Pretty privilege is ancient. Back then, if you were hot, you didn't get more followers, you got painted on a vase. Hercules on a vase, I get it. According to ABC News, in 2024, since ancient times, beauty has been considered among the most important values of Western philosophy. Plato believed that physical beauty was linked to the divine and reflected a person's goodness, while ugliness was a sign of moral corruption. In modern translation, Plato said beauty reflected the divine. Today, we call that good ring light and Facetune. Beauty has long been associated with goodness and virtue, leading people to assume attractive individuals are more trustworthy or capable. These ancient beliefs still influence modern society, where physical appearance often results in unfair advantages or social benefits. So basically, if you had acne in ancient Greece, not only were you ugly, but you were apparently evil too. Cough cough, Socrates. Not only is this phenomenon built into our religion and society for centuries, it has been built into our biology. And it turns out we've been judging looks since birth. According to UCLA in 2020, studies show that infants aged 12 to 24 weeks show visual preferences for symmetrical and more feminine-looking faces in line with adult attractiveness standards. This early preference suggests that our attraction to attractive people may be instinctive, which can lead to lifelong advantages for those who fit these standards. Your baby's not crying because he's hungry. He's mad the barista didn't make eye contact. Maybe he has to flirt too. Now that we know how pretty privilege is rooted, let's talk about how this bias applies to us in our daily lives. One of the most obvious places is the workplace. According to VidCruiter in 2024, research shows that attractiveness often influences hiring and promotion decisions. Looks can matter more than skill. That's why stores like Abercrombie & Fitch or Brandy Melville often hire based on appearance, not ability. Because who cares about F grades when you got F cups? CNBC in 2024 states that men benefit more from their looks at work than women do. So no wonder why my friend got away with murder. Want more proof that men get ahead more than women? There's one job that has always been men. Any guesses? The President of the United States. Duh. According to Fisher College of Business in 2024, you are even more likely to become president if you are a man, white, and over 6 feet tall. Apparently, America thinks that this is the best way to take the high ground. Beyond the workplace, pretty privilege also plays a strong role on social media. According to Time magazine in 2024, beauty creates a halo effect that makes people seem more likable, capable, and trustworthy, which gives them higher visibility and social status online. When people see a pretty face, they automatically hit like. Additionally, the Journal of Media and Marketing in 2023 states that social media influencers significantly raise purchase intention and engagement more than celebrities, and often have more credibility too. I mean, Kylie Jenner posts about lip gloss and the whole country looks like a pufferfish. The National Institute of Health in 2025 found that platform design intensifies all this, and engagement optimized algorithms tend to amplify attention-grabbing content. I once posted about plastic pollution and got 12 likes. Then one time, I sneezed on camera with a cat filter showcasing me with whiskers. 50,000 likes. Apparently, the algorithm said, finally, some action. Now that we know how pretty privilege plays out in daily life, let's talk about the good and bad implications of this bias. On the positive side, being seen as attractive can strengthen a person's mentality. In the article, Pretty Privilege, How Far It Really Gets You, from Very Well Minded 2024, it explains that attractive people often receive more social support and validation from others. This can boost self-confidence and help them feel more self-assured in how they present themselves. Pretty privilege can also help form stronger social connections. According to the report, What's the Price of Pretty Privilege by Bond University in 2022, individuals deemed physically attractive often experience broader social integration and stronger relational ties, simply because others are more drawn to them. This natural pull can encourage stronger relationships, greater social harmony, and foster unity across different groups. So if you're wondering why you're still single, it's not your personality. It's your face. But the effects of pretty privilege aren't always good. Pretty privilege can cause more casualties. According to the study Beauty is Only Skin Deep, published in PLOS ONE in 2023, physical attractiveness significantly influences criminal justice outcomes, with unattractive defendants facing harsher penalties. Because of this lenient treatment, dangerous criminals who benefit from pretty privilege can be released more easily, potentially leading to more victims and casualties. According to the article titled Pretty Privilege at Work from The Walrus in 2023, attractive individuals often receive preferential treatment in the workplace, which can lead to a lack of accountability and hinder their professional development. Over time, this favoritism weakens workplace performances and damages the company's overall productivity and credibility. Now that I went over the good and bad implications of pretty privilege, let's wrap things up. To review, we first went over the origins and history of how the term pretty privilege was created. Second, we talked about how bias plays out in our everyday lives. And finally, we talked about the good and bad implications of pretty privilege. Pretty privilege is not just about who is considered hot or not. It is a powerful social bias that influences opportunity, justice, and perception. It rewards looks over value and charm over character, shaping how we treat others and how we treated in return. Earlier, I asked if you think I was informative and well-spoken, or if it was just my seductive voice. Well, now that you know, it's both and a little bit of pretty privilege sprinkled in. So in the end, pretty privilege isn't just about looks, it's about how the world listens. Because apparently when my best friend bats his slash, it's manslaughter. But when I do it, it's murder with intent. But hey, if all it takes is to get out of jail as a jawline, I'll just keep on working on my jaw-dropping personality.